tackle, Kudla. Backdoor Murphy. Oh, a left pad stop by Constantini. Pelton Vice. High slot. Wrist shot.
That's a nice pass by Cuds out of the corner. I got it up top. Thought about moving it over to Wade, but I think I saw that D kind of reading it a little bit. And so I just thought I'd let it rip and put it over the glove. We've had a decent amount of OT games this year and a few last year, so we're pretty used to it. I think we're pretty confident going in. Usually out there with Wade, and he always seems to find the puck and gives us a lot of chances. So, but every time those go in, it's a pretty good feeling.
When the season was over, probably took, a month, 2 months, whatever it was, to kind of think what I wanted to do. Decided not to play. Got a job with Northwestern Mutual as a financial rep, and did that till Christmas time, pretty much. For me, I was missing hockey a lot. Just decided to come back, and I'm really happy I did because wouldn't be sitting here obviously, but I've been having a lot of fun. I've been enjoying it. Kind of mad at myself that I didn't decide to come back earlier. So it's been a good decision, and really happy I decided to come back.
Yeah, talk to me about the first goal back. How'd that feel, just feeling that energy again?
He's able to nudge it to the near board. Zins will snap it right point. Register to the high slot. Kawaguchi forehander. Welcome back to Boise. Jordan Kawaguchi is first of the season.
I'd hit a lot of posts, and it was missed some opportunities leading up to it, and just kind of thrown on net, and snuck 5-hole on him, I think, and I got back to the bench, and I told Whitey, I was like, I kind of missed that feeling for sure. You can do whatever it is in the world that you're doing, you can accomplish so many things, but once you're a hockey player, scoring goals is just, there's nothing like it, to be honest with you. So when that first one went in, that feeling just kind of brought back some memories, and it was awesome. So obviously it was emotional because we lost in the finals, but I think a lot of it was we knew that a lot of guys were going to move on, and I say fortunately, but kind of looking back, like maybe some faces around here that we thought might not be, and obviously that's fortunate for us, but I think that's why it was emotional last year when the season ended, was because we kind of knew that this wasn't going to be the same team, and obviously there's guys that have moved on, and we're really happy for them, and I think our team was so close last year, and to know that it was over at that point, and obviously not accomplish what we wanted to, it was an emotional spot, but coming back this year, and so many familiar faces, obviously, you got Register and Whitey there, two old guys, and like Kudla being here, and so many guys that were a big part of the team last year that are back, and it's made things really easy for myself, and I'm sure it's made things really easy for young guys too to really step in and help this team win games.
And the battery out.
I'm a lefty. It's a righty. Lefty.
Go! I beat a guy going the wrong hand.
We welcome you back to the Idaho Steelheads Hockey Show, brought to you by New Belgium Brewing Mountain Time Premium Lager, coming to you live tonight from Sockeye Ale House. Cam McGuire back with you here alongside Steelheads captain AJ White. Whitey, I feel a little like little off tonight, maybe, because I've never actually done a radio show like live out in the public, and I feel like every time we chat on our show, I just hear you and don't actually see you. But now that I see you, I don't know how to feel about it.
I was mistaken. To me, this feels a little bit better.
You like it?
Yeah, usually I'm sitting on my couch wondering if Cam's laughing at me, like actually laughing at me, or
That's
if
true.
it's just pity laughs. And now I can tell if they're pity laughs, and they are. So.
I'd say about 50% of them are. I know you went golfing. Was it last week?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, right behind us, actually.
Beautiful course. I've never been until last week.
What do we think of Kawaguchi's putting stroke going on?
I just watched Kawaguchi leave a 6-foot putt about 6 feet short, so probably not great. He's probably going to be upset that we were watching for that one. I've heard good things about his game, but I haven't seen it.
Oh, Brian Thompson. He's a good-looking fella.
I love Tom. I'm a big fan of his work. He was gone for a little bit there in late December, I think, and or mid-December, and I missed him. And as a goalie, he's incredible, but just as a person, just in the room and his quiet demeanor, he's an easy target to rib.
Yeah.
But, he's fun to have.
I said I missed you when you were gone in December.
No problem.
Hey, don't worry, I miss you too. You're always on my mind.
What's it been like in front of this Boise crowd and, as part of this organization?
The fans here, like nothing I've ever seen. I thought my junior team back home, the fans were unreal, but nothing compared to here. Walking into this rink, when you come out of the tunnel, it feels like everyone's just right on top of you, going into like a coliseum for battle or something. It gets us going, it gets me going, and it's unreal to play in Idaho. Texas has a good goalie coach up there that works real well with me, so we do video every day, which is nice, and translating that, just this is the stuff we talk about in the video, to practice and then into a game. I think that's been a real big learning experience for me this year as my first year pro, and that's kind of what you got to do. Is if you're not improving, you're plateauing. So I think first year pro especially, you want to make a name for yourself. You want to put yourself in a good position to succeed, and I think this year's been really good for me that way, and it's fun because we're not even close to done yet. At the end of the day, my job's, from a mental standpoint, is pretty simple. It's to stop the puck. It doesn't matter how I do it, doesn't matter how many times I do it. As long as that puck's not crossing the red line behind me, it's a pretty easy job, but then you dig a little deeper into it, and all these things you have to focus on, and awareness of everything, and then just pace of play too. It's good, but especially when I got hurt there, it's hard to keep that mentality when you're away from the ice for a bit, especially for weeks on a time, which is unfortunate, but that's really where you have to put in the extra work and stay sharp on all your mental prep, mental work, and just stay focused, stay sharp. You have to, because it's a quick turnaround in this league.
Brian Thompson, victorious with 34 saves in between the crease. And that'll do it for the fourth time in the last 5 games. The Steelheads are headed beyond regulation as we head to the overtime session. Steelheads picked up back-to-back overtime wins on their Canadian road trip, 5-4 in Newfoundland back on March 11th, and 2-1 at Trois-Rivières. Francesco Arcuri was the hero in that one. I don't know if I can handle this anymore, guys. Overtime hockey here from the Idaho Central Arena. Heart is racing.
If you're in overtime and your team has control of the puck, it's a little more easy going, but once the other team has possession, that's when everything starts to kick in, because it is do or die at that moment, and it can get challenging, especially if other teams are working it around. Just a shot might not be coming, but they're passing it all around the zone, and you have to stay on it the whole time. So it's tiring, but it's one shot at a time. There's only one puck out there to worry about. There's nothing else you have to worry about. So
getting more and more reps in OT, you just get more comfortable with it. you know, at the end of the day, you're just playing hockey. So like, it's nothing to think too much about. When you get into playoffs, you're playing 5-on-5 overtime, not 3-on-3. But I think just being in those situations, just knowing what it feels like, it helps a lot. Obviously, last year we had those 4 OT winners in a row against Utah, so I don't think we're afraid of, you know, being in that situation.
When it's a tight game like that and minutes get added on to an already long game, you're tired, you're hurting, you want to get off the ice, but it's fun when you can find that next level, that second wind almost of, okay, got to get this done, let's do it together.
Pelton and Weiss as 2 overtime winners. White's got 1, Arcuri and Cutla each with 1 as well. The 4 skaters out, they win the face-off. Pelton and Weiss, left circle, Arcuri, one-timer! Scores! Overtime winner! Francesco Arcuri again! 1 week later, he ends it.
I'm pumped. It's been a really long time since I've been on a team capable of going the distance, so I'm looking forward to it, and I'm excited to go for a push.
You know, last year obviously we had such an incredible season, and you know, it was a successful playoff run despite not winning. But you know, I think we all understand what it takes now, and you know what it does mean, because you know, there's first series against Utah, we were down 2 quick. I think, you know, for us, it's just going to be a little bit of a different mindset, just coming in, being able to, you know, maybe not have that pressure of being the number 1 team. Obviously, you want to be the best, but at the same time, that pressure, I think, kind of took over on us last year. So hopefully it's a little bit different story coming into the first round here this year, and yeah, excited for sure.
Record-wise, not quite as good as last year, but obviously it's pretty hard to do what we did last year. But I think, you know, well, all we want this year is to win the Kelly. So at the end of the day, all that matters is getting ready for playoffs and winning there.